Slow Horses Season 4 on Apple TV Plus has viewers wondering if Slough is a real MI5 branch. The British spy thriller is based on the best-selling Slough series of novels by Mick Herron. Like the source material, the series centers on Slough, the administrative purgatory for MI5 agents who've made career-ending missteps. Although these slow horses are relegated to drudgery, they get involved in high-profile cases, thanks in large part to the rude yet incisive veteran MI5 agent Jackson Lamb, Gary Oldman, who leads Slough's team of well-meaning misfits. Although the ensemble is led by Lamb, Slow Horse's other key characters include River Cartwright, Jack Lowden, an MI5 agent who lands in Slough during Season 1 after making a very public mistake, and Diana Taverner, Kristen Scott Thomas, the Deputy Director General of MI5 and Head of Operations who's been gunning for MI5's designated first desk since the show's start. With its often bumbling band of agents, the Emmy-nominated series is a refreshing twist on the spy genre. However, that doesn't necessarily mean Slow Horses is an accurate depiction of MI5, its processes, or its operatives. Slough is not a real MI5 building. Herron's MI5 Purgatory is a fun invention for Slow Horses. Contrary to popular belief, Slough is not actually a real MI5 building, nor does any branch resembling Slough exist. While the TV series has adapted Herron's novels pretty faithfully, making a few minor story changes to Slow Horses' plots, there are some glaring MI5-related inaccuracies. Unfortunately, the grounding premise of Slow Horses is not accurate to MI5, which, given the Slow Horses' constant blunders, might be for the best. Being relegated to office work might be a real thing, but there isn't an entire department at MI5 dedicated to paper-pushing operatives who've bungled prior cases. There's no denying that the antics of Slough make for great television, but, in real life, a counterintelligence and national security agency probably wouldn't want to put the nation's fate in the hands of people who could cost civilians, and fellow agents, their lives. A misstep might get an MI5 agent pulled from the field, but a grave blunder would likely see them losing their position altogether. If the offices on Aldersgate Street in London actually existed in the real-world MI5 organization, it would say a lot about the agency, and not in a good way. Slow Horses does mention real aspects of MI5. The unconventional spy thriller isn't a James Bond movie. Even if the non-existent Slough means Slow Horses isn't completely accurate to MI5, the show still nails some aspects of the counterintelligence and national security agency. From chase scenes to shootouts to hostage situations, Slow Horses episodes still have the show's MI5 agents involved in much more high-stakes field work than the average operative. At the same time, the series does a better job than most espionage thrillers, perhaps because of its Slough premise, of showing the dull side of the job, with agents pushing through administrative work and IT issues.